Hey, my sassy Bacchus, where you at?
Yeah, I do. When I'm sleeping. If I shit, I let the next one get changed. Duh. Yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes I just have a diaper on. What was the big deal? Can you understand any English?
Everybody's scared of Andy.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not scared of you, Andy.
I was mad as Kenzie.
Andy, I'm 16.
She's 16.
I know. I'm old enough to be your daddy. I'm 48.
What's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Channing, and today we're going to be covering TikTok's creepiest bedridden, wheelchair sitting, diaper wearing, man baby, Big Andy. Yesterday, while researching for another video, I noticed a very interesting email in my inbox regarding Big Andy. The email read, "Hello, I'm not sure if this will reach you, or nonetheless, I've stumbled across this account at Big Andy for Life on TikTok. He goes live with what seems to be young girls from 15 to 17, I'd say. He has been promoting a Discord server to find a quote-unquote Discord wifey. I think this behavior is extremely odd." Then she followed this up by saying, quote, "I got a short clip from one of his lives where he was telling these girls to quote-unquote hit me up if you're single. Again, very strange." In the email was also a screenshot of Big Andy's TikTok page as well as a video.
Okay, y'all hit me up if you're single.
So obviously when I saw this, I was pretty captivated to make this into a video. And before I continue, I want to give a huge shout out to Mackenzie for bringing this whole entire situation to my attention. A hefty portion of what we're going to be covering in this video is her own detective work. So after Kenzie and I exchanged a few more emails, I decided to sift through Andy's whole entire social media accounts to see if I could try and piece together some of Andy's story. So let's start from the very beginning. According to Big Andy's Facebook and his own TikTok handle, he is a single 48-year-old man from Georgia with rotting teeth and an even more sinister smile. Big Andy enjoys spending most of his time on social media platforms like Instagram and especially TikTok. And while I was doing my research, I ended up finding Andy's first ever video on his TikTok account.
Hey, Big Andy, this is my account. My other one, I guess, got banned, but yeah. Give me a follow.
Obviously, understanding this guy is like trying to read Morse code. And if you didn't catch what Andy said, he mentions how his last TikTok account was banned. Now, the more I dug to try and find out why his account was banned, I was left with no answers because I learned that 80% of Andy's videos were him going buck wild into his phone camera. Andy would then make heaps and heaps of videos begging for followers so that he could eventually reach 1,000 to go live on TikTok. Along with posts of him begging for followers, he also made so many videos of him doing whatever this is. I also found another one of his videos that is so incredibly hard to watch, and if you make it past watching this video of Big Andy, I'll personally give you a gold star like the good noodle you are, because when I first saw this video, I died a little bit inside. I'm not even joking.
My boobs. No eyes. No face. Only boobs.
Now, I'm not sure if Andy is mentally challenged or what's really going on in his head because A, Big Andy doesn't talk to the camera much or explain really anything about himself, and B, when he does talk, he sounds like an idling sports car rumbling in neutral. And if you remember earlier in the video, Andy wasn't going live yet because he didn't have 1K followers. But after digging through Big Andy's whole entire social media presence, I only found one instance where he would tell his followers a story about how he fell off the back of a porch at 4 years old, breaking his collarbone.
Hey guys, this is a true story. When I was 4 years old, I broke my collarbone. I fell off the back porch. And it was never same. One side is bigger than the other side. That's a true story.
Eventually, Big Andy would reach his goal of 1,000 followers so he could go live.
Hey, good morning. I'm trying to hit to 1,500. I'm almost 1,100, but I'm gonna start going live every night at 9 o'clock.
Now, one thing I wanted to mention throughout the case of Big Andy's story is these weird videos where it seems like he's role-playing as some sort of dog that's running through a neighborhood eating people. Now, I'm not sure if I'm putting the puzzle pieces in the wrong spot with this one or not, so let me know what you guys think about these videos and if it gives you the same creepy vibes that it gives me.
Hey, this boy, man, had going to your local neighborhood, going ding dong, ding dong. Oh, don't get me. Oh, don't get me. You know what happened? Ow, 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 ow. This boy, man, going to your local neighborhood, going ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Oh, don't get me. Oh, don't get me. You know what happened next, guys? Oh. Hey, this one, man. Hey, going to your local neighborhood, going ding dong, ding dong. Ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, like I said, I can't really explain what Andy is doing in these videos, but things would only get weirder from here. Because instead of asking flat out for followers like Andy was doing in his recent videos, he was now asking for his followers to text him.
Yeah, if you want to text me on Instagram. If I want to go on Instagram, text me on my snaps. Let's go.
Now, it was clear the deeper down the rabbit hole that I went that Andy is not only lonely, but his medical situation is also not the best. Because in one of Big Andy's TikToks, he would show us a tidbit as to why Andy always seems like he's in the same exact spot in all of his videos.
Show you then show what you drive.
So yeah, as you can see, Mr. Big Andy here is wheelchair bound, which definitely explains why he's always on TikTok making upwards of 10 videos a day and even going live with minors. Sorry, we'll get there in a second. I'm getting ahead of myself. Anywho, eventually Big Andy would spend some time in a nursing home for like 5 days.
Hey, I'm in a nursing home for 5 days. What's up? Hey, last week I went in a nursing home and my foot got all messed up. It's dangerous. If they ain't breaches on TikTok, we pray for me that I will be okay.
And after Big Andy's nursing home visit, it looked as if his health was slowly beginning to decline. And we noticed this because in many of his videos, we could see him hooked up to oxygen tubes. Now that we have a good idea of who Big Andy is, as well as a good portion of his digital footprint, let's talk about what he's been up to recently. You see, as 2025 rolled around, Andy's antics would only pursue and get weirder. Now, as I previously said, Andy enjoyed using his TikTok to quote-unquote make friends, and on the surface, that seems fine, right? Well, recently Big Andy would find himself making videos asking for his followers' Snapchats. And to my surprise, there were actually a decent amount of people dropping their snaps in the comments, which I don't even know why people would add this guy on Snapchat. But as time went on, it only seemed as if Big Andy would get more and more comfortable using TikTok videos and his live streams to get people to text him in DMs on different social media platforms. Eventually, Andy would get his TikTok live banned and then showcase a video of him explaining the situation. But as we know, understanding Andy's speech pattern is like trying to finish a puzzle without all of the pieces.
I'm been going live till February the 1st, but I'll be back. Don't forget, Andy is in the house. 1, 2, party time.
Now, after all this took place, things would get really gross really fast. And let's just start with a video of Big Andy responding to a TikTok comment on his page asking if he's shit himself before. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I do. When I'm sleeping. If I shit, I let the next one get changed. Duh.
So, yeah, this man literally shits himself while he's sleeping. Sometimes with these videos, I can't even believe some of the words that are coming out of my mouth. Now, even though Big Andy just publicly stated that he shits himself in his sleep, he thought it would be a great idea to start looking for a girlfriend, as any normal human being would do, right?
Hey, this is Andy. Anybody want to talk? I'm just looking for a girlfriend.
After watching this video, some could say, well, Channing, you're being harsh. This guy isn't a creep, but the problem is this guy follows heaps of minors on TikTok, and there are just 3 pictures that I'm showing you of accounts that Big Andy follows, who are minors. So obviously this definitely raises suspicions on whether or not this guy is a complete creepazoid. A creeper, not the Minecraft one. And maybe things are starting to make sense from the clip I showed you guys in the intro, because not too long after Andy made TikToks in hopes of finding a girlfriend, he now figured out how to use Discord and began to make various videos of himself advertising this new Discord server that he made.
Hey, come on my Discord, on my profile. You see, go on my profile right here, and boom, in my Discord.
Now, what's even worse about this whole entire thing is Andy would get more and more comfortable to where eventually he was just asking for girls to join his Discord server.
Hey, I want females join my Discord. It's my profile. Gotta come join my Discord. All females join. We'll be on tonight.
Yeah, so obviously these videos are weird at face value in the slightest, but because we know about Andy's infatuation with following minors on TikTok, we could only assume who he was trying to target into joining his Discord server. But we're not even at the bottom of this iceberg yet, because it was revealed in many of Big Andy's comments on TikTok that there was quote-unquote cheese pizza and quote-unquote or within Big Andy's Discord. Now, it doesn't take Einstein or a Sherlock Holmes to realize that these comments are referring to CP and or if you put the G in the front of it. Yeah, easily the most disgusting content within the whole entire world of human consumption. And while this is all going on, Big Andy is still making content on TikTok where he even responded to one of his comments in this video here.
Yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes I just have a diaper on. What was the big deal?
So not only is Big Andy out here shitting himself in his sleep, he's also wearing diapers. Now, again, I'm unsure if this is due to him being mentally ill or what. I have no idea what this guy's situation is. But once your behavior is only drawing us to the narrative that you are indeed a creep, any kind of respect or empathy that I have for you kind of goes out the window for people like this. So in my opinion, I now have full range to absolutely demolish this Snorlax of a human being with my words. And even if you're on the fence about Andy being a creep, here's 3 videos I found of him to prove my point.
Hey, this is a Walmart head going to your local neighborhood and say, ow, 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 ow. Hey, anybody in Georgia, any female single looking for a good guy, but I'm in the wheelchair?
Hey, my sassy backers, where you at? Put in the comments what your name is, and maybe I comment and do a video. My saucy backers.
So the first thing I want to point out is the fact that Andy is persistently looking for quote-unquote love or a girlfriend while actively interacting and following minors on social media, which in itself is a huge red flag. And obviously he's meeting the demographic of young kids because let's be real, no one in 2025 is saying sussy baka unless you're a kid. So I can only build the conclusion that he either got this from the kids in his Discord server or in his TikTok comments, which is highly concerning. And just as we all probably expected, Big Andy would continue to talk to these minors on live and in his Discord server.
Okay, y'all hit me up if you're single.
So clear as day, Big Andy is asking these minor girls to hit him up if they're single. And if you want more proof, Mackenzie, the one who emailed me about this guy initially, went out of her way just to ask these girls how old they are, to which they responded how they are indeed 16. And it wouldn't stop here, because I even found a video where there is a kid on a school bus holding his phone on FaceTime with Big Andy. And to top it all off, Mackenzie ended up getting into a Discord call with Big Andy. Now, before we watch this video, I want to make it clear that Kenzie is 20 years old posing as a 16-year-old in this server. Please do not do this at home. I am in no way condoning anyone join this Discord or doing what we are about to watch.
How old are you, Kenzie? If you won't know everything.
I'm 16.
Well, you're a little baby.
Yeah, I'm just a baby.
Damn, your mom and dad don't make you go to bed, little girl.
No. Why would they make me go to bed?
I'll tell you, I will come and take a bell and make you go to bed.
Yeah, get this guy off the frickin' internet, man.
You 16 now. I know you been, you know. You never had a guy in you. Where you from?
From Alabama.
Now, people in Alabama, don't they?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, Kenzie, come on now.
This guy just sounds like a freaking creep. Like, you can't even make it up, dude.
Who got the nice body in here? I want to know.
Nice body?
Yeah. Why you so scared of me? You from Alabama, you scared of me for some reason. You scared I'm gonna smack you.
Like I said various times in this video, I don't know if he has problems, but I think he is very aware he knows what he's doing is wrong.
Who, Andy?
God damn, can you understand any English?
Everybody's scared of Andy.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not scared of you, Andy.
I was mad as Kenzie.
Andy, I'm 16.
She's 16.
I know. I'm old enough to be your daddy. I'm 48.
Oh, I'm 16.
Yeah, honestly, this video wouldn't be possible without Mackenzie, so big shout out to her. And for Big Andy, I hope you poop your pants in that diaper of yours, you sick, weird bozo. At this point, I don't think I have to say anything else about the human Snorlax any longer, and I don't want to. This guy's a freaking creep. At the end of the day, I think it's super important to create a safe atmosphere, not only in real life, but online. I know, for example, my own parents have limiters on all my siblings' phones, and there's just some social media apps that they aren't allowed to have yet. My point is, we'd rather keep our young ones safe from these types of things rather than to be the cool mom or cool brother allowing these kids to have a less strict online presence. And this ties directly into my last video about Ash Trevino, the self-proclaimed bad mom and horrendously down bad 36-year-old mother who dates half her age, neglects her daughters, and the list goes on. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure to check that one out too. Anywho, Big Andy, or Big Andy for Life on TikTok, needs to be stopped, and his disgusting behavior online only proves it. Once again, I want to give a huge shout out to Mackenzie for not only bringing this guy to my attention, but also doing her detective work. Everybody say thank you, Mackenzie, in the comments. Thank you, Mackenzie. Anywho, right now is where I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for making me a part of your day, and God bless.